barely started working. Second episode, miniature show. This is the first time I'm looking at the kids. I watched the thing like with myself. From what I remember, going through a lot. Just get into it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you look back like
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
No way.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Okay, I kind of want to go back there.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Damn. So she left this place when she was 10. Like an exact month.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay, I'm figuring out how the controls work. Oh, dude, I just spilled water on my keyboard. Had to take a water break. Remember to stay hydrated, guys. Very important. I'd better not have to call some people either way.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Imagine.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I'd get tired of that quick. I'd definitely have to go into town.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Is that blood on a recipe? Scary. If you all want to make the apple pie, here's your recipe. There you go. That's great. I love that.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Edie, right? I think that's the name.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
What? The house sank? But yeah, take care of your parents or your grandparents. Don't put them in a home. It's so messed up. How do I...
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I used to have one of those.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I used to have a music box. I don't know whatever happened.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I think that's more of a metaphor. Like, there's something about them written in the book. Yes, I hope. Upstairs, I guess. I think my sensitivity is too high for this.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just... Yeah, it's fun. Oh, she
The last
died?
time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So she died that year that they... Okay, no, that's too low. You're only a year old.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
What is a bathroom? It's not a bedroom. Wait, Mount Rainier? Does this take place in Oregon or Washington?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Sad. No, it's not. So he was more outdoorsy. He was wanting to go to space.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh, it's a hamster cage. Hamster.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Ooh, she has a big room. That's cool. It's like a long corridor. Interesting.
Mom must have locked the third-floor stairs on the night we left.
Yeah, the house looks crazy from the outside. I meant to mention that.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Hold on, do I have to crouch? Wow, it's almost been 9 years since this song came out.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. It came out in
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
2017.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, this is Molly's room. Starfish! Is that a layout of the house? few people around back then. That's crazy. 1947. It's weird when people die and it hurts too much to move their stuff or do anything with the stuff in their room. So it just ends up stuck in time, trapped. Sometimes forever, like in this case. Well, a very long time at least.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Different people go through trauma in different ways, though.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I love that. Smell. And a cat and a rabbit and a duck.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
That's mean, sending your kid to bed without dinner. That's not nice. And I ate the goldfish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
That's crazy. Oh, jeez. Okay. The starfish. Oh, you're dissecting it? That's mean. I mean, it's already dead. Ooh, that's dark.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
Ain't those poisonous? Oh, okay. Ain't those, like, poisonous? Bird? Okay.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Whoa. Whoa.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
That's crazy. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, bird. Where can I go from here? Okay. I'm gonna get that bird. This cat's got hops, bro. Jeez. Where do I go? Come here, bird. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Is there some sort of like psychoactive thing in the toothpaste? Or, like,
imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rust. Belly with a rust. Belly with a rust.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So, like, she had to have, like, hallucinated from, like, eating the...
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
That's incredibly sad. Your mom's a bitch. The only way you move past stuff like
This will
that
be
is
obvious
face
later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Yeah, the only way you really move past trauma like that is facing it.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
When I've lost people, I know I've spent a lot of time hiding from them. But if you want to move past it like that, there's only one facing it that I truly move on.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Is that a real...
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Hold on. Interesting. So it's north of Seattle in Washington State. Yeah, so this takes place in Washington? That's cool. Yeah, that's real place. That's really cool, actually.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Excuse me. What do I do? Am I stuck in this? Yeah, how do I back out? Oh, jeez. I'm not the
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
You lived a decent
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, that's genuinely sad. Why didn't they put this one on there?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Wait, is her mom on here? At least I think 2,000 times. Milton was her brother.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
90th birthday. That's
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Rogue.
It was a pretty big trace.
Right.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, is that a hunting stand? Someone died in that bathroom though. Like, did I just miss one? Okay, someone did die in this bathroom, that's why it's locked. Sorry guys. Nothing there. There's so many of those freaking nonlinear things. It's like you need to know it's Washington. The Pacific Northwest is pretty cool. Golden Finch Park. National Park, I think. Thunderball. He was out there already. Is that an M16? He was in the military. Interesting. So either 7 years, right? stairs don't lead to anything. I bet you at one point they led over there. Something. Yeah, because he has a bridge over here, so I think he did too. He just got rid of it because he...
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's sad.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's sad. Can I dig for this door? Oh no, it's sealed. Wow.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
How does that work? Oh.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, this is very awful. Is that a giant cookie? smoking cigarettes. That must have been stressful. The job, I can understand that.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
Wait a
right on cue.
Wait a minute. How
She
would
reached for the music box.
No, how would someone know this? Unless they were the killer.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is so
She
cool.
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
That's a rough one. Oh no.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb! Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over
No,
yet.
that would kill me. That would kill most people. He is dead. There's no... Why won't I be running down these
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Gosh, that's messed
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's incredibly sad, jeez. Blame the boyfriend who also got murdered, probably.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Imagine that, you die the same night, and then you're blamed for the murder. They don't know what happened to her at all, though.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I'm surprised your whole family isn't super famous. That much tragedy in one family. I mean, literally, everyone is dead. Besides her. And her mom, I think, I don't know. Took a lot longer than in the comic. But how'd they know about that? Yeah. Unless it was a family member that made it, or the murderer. The killer.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Why don't I just go out that way? What? I'm so confused. Where does this lead?
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Books. Brown rice. Why does he only eat peaches?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Yeah,
Whatever's out
honestly,
there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Honestly, I think this family, like,
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
come on, just walk out of the way.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, we just had a mental illness after.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Manifestation, yeah, no, that's... you control your reality.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna upload this part and we'll be seeing the same day it's recorded. I will do part 2 tomorrow. Alrighty everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I will see you